I want to start this today by telling a story about an iPad that I had. And I was on a train from New York City to Rochester, New York, where I had some family at the time. And I was on an Amtrak train and I fell asleep and my iPad was next to me. When I woke up, the iPad was gone. Now, I talked to the train conductor, filed a police report because it was over a certain amount, and I guess the theft was considered a felony. And basically the guy told me most likely I wasn't getting that iPad back. And I was completely distraught about it. That night, I ended up seeing a friend of mine who sadly has passed away, but he was a great guy, and he had a huge net worth in the hundreds of millions of dollars. And I was lamenting that my iPad got stolen, and I was just really disappointed about that. And he said, you know what, here, I have this iPad, you could just have it. And I looked, and the iPad that he gave me had 4 times the storage of the iPad that I had. But the thing was, it didn't have cellular on it. And it was okay. I thought, beggars can't be choosers. Let me just take this. I really appreciated the gift. And so I started using that as my iPad and finding Wi-Fi wherever I could. Then about a week later, we were at an event and he said, hey, pull that up on your iPad there. Let's do that. And I said, oh man, I can't. And he said, why? And I said, well, because this doesn't have cellular. And he had been used to me using my other iPad and pulling up the cellular. And he said, okay. The next day, I was with him, and he had a brand new iPad mini that was also cellular. So I went from having this one iPad to having a second iPad that had 4 times the storage, and now an iPad mini that had cellular and Wi-Fi, and I wasn't paying the cellular bill that was under his cellular bill. So look at the result of that. I got the iPad stolen, and I went, man, this really sucks. I was distraught about that. And then a week later, I have now 2 iPads, and I'm not paying the monthly fee, and everything had flipped around. The reason I'm telling this story is that, especially right now during the holiday seasons, sometimes something happens. A film falls apart. I was with a friend yesterday, and he found out that his role had been recast in a movie, and he was upset about that. And I thought of this story with the iPads, and the fact is, you never know what it's going to turn out to. Something that falls apart, you may have dodged a bullet, right? And it might not go anywhere. So the best thing you can do is try not to be emotionally invested and play it out like we'll see what happens, right? I try to think of that when anything happens, especially when you're counting on something to come through. You go, all right, well, if this fell apart, well, let's see what else comes up, and let's see how that turns out, because you never know really what is going to be the end result. The best thing you can do is just kind of not put your emotions all in one basket and go, all right, well, this happened. Don't know if it's going to be positive or negative. Let's see how it plays out. And things might happen in the future. So for you, just keep going. Just be persistent no matter what happens. So if you had something bad happen, think, well, you never know. This could end up being a good thing in the long run. Hey everybody, quick pitch on the Movie Producer Mastermind at Filmmaking Stuff HQ. If you want to learn how to finance your film, make your film, and then sell it and distribute it, this is where you need to be. It's the ultimate resource for putting your movie together. If you want to make your dream come true, you're going to want to check it out. Also, hit like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We put up new free content every week.